Let's start things off with the most basic question. What is money? Going way back, items that people used as money had actual value. A gold coin, for instance, was made of real gold, which was valuable. Today, our money doesn't contain anything of actual value. A $100 bill isn't made with $100 of gold or any other material. Rather, it represents value. So when you go to a store with that $100 bill, they'll gladly give you $100 in product or services in return. Why are they willing to trade plasticized paper for actual goods? It's because they know others recognize that the money has value and will in turn give them goods or services in return for it. That bill, including all other bills and coins, is what's called legal tender, or in other words, what we officially use as money. Money that doesn't have intrinsic value, but instead represents value, is called fiat money. Legal tender is obviously far more convenient, as people aren't forced to carry around gold with them or any of the other items that could and were used as money, like cows and goats, fruits and vegetables, shells, playing cards, really anything that had value to others. Today, legal tender has become the standard for what is used as money across the globe. That doesn't mean that all countries use the same money or legal tender, however. Canada's money is different from the money used in the US, Japan, Europe, and other parts of the world. While pretty much the entire world now uses fiat money, trading items still occurs, or what is formally known as bartering. You don't have to look too long online to find instances of someone looking to trade something they have for something else. In fact, there are entire websites and online groups dedicated to trading. The problem with trading or bartering in today's economy, though, is that there are so many different goods and services that exist. It can be very difficult to determine what something is worth or give something a universal value that is widely accepted. Knowing all of that, we can now understand how money makes buying and selling things so much easier. You'll remember that while we mentioned pretty much all countries now use fiat money, the money used from country to country is different. One Canadian dollar isn't worth the same as one US dollar. This is why we need foreign exchange markets. They enable the currency of one country to be used in exchange for the currency of another country. This is what is being referred to when you hear of the exchange rate of the Canadian dollar. The value of one currency in relation to the currency of other countries is impacted by many things, too many to discuss in this video. For now, though, just be aware that exchange rates for different currencies are constantly changing. So we now know that different countries use different currencies as money. However, regardless of the currency, they all have some common traits that allow them to be used as money in today's economy. It has to be durable. If we used apples, they would rot. It must not be easily reproduced. We could use chestnuts. They're durable. However, everyone would start planting chestnut trees, and the value would change dramatically. While needing to be scarce and not easily reproduced, it can't be too scarce. Otherwise, there wouldn't be enough for it to be widely used. It has to be easy to transport and carry around. It has to be divisible into fractions. We use a dollar as our main unit of currency, but we also have coins that represent fractions of a whole dollar. Finally, you can see that what we use as money has changed over time, as well as how we use money. Today, we often don't need to handle much money because we have things like debit and credit cards and online banking. We can transfer or send money with our computers and phones in just a few clicks, even to someone halfway across the world. Money will continue to evolve, and you'll see there are many more topics related to it. But we wanted to start by helping you develop a good understanding of how money today came to be.